Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is the first of 5 videos where I am going to show all the albums that my brother owns. He's got 5 record cases, they're in the house, and he said yeah, go ahead and show them. Now I will say that I know most of these because I grew up with them, and one case will be basically full of Beatles, one will be full of solo Beatles, one will be full of Dylan. But there's going to be some here that has my sister-in-law's albums in it as well. And so I've picked the first one. I don't know what's in it. And the first one is the red one. So it is. So this one here is going to get the first treatment. Okay, so we'll get on with this. As I say, it's the first of 5 videos. Right, first up, actually belonged to my mother and father, and it is Irish pub favourites Rose Brennan. I remember this whenever I was a kid. Things like cockles and mussels, if you're Irish, come into the parlour. It's absolute garbage like, but still. Olivia Newton-John, her debut album with Banks of the Ohio and If Not For You. Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town, with Tonight's the Night and First Cut is the Deepest and The Killing of Georgia, parts 1 and 2. Pink Floyd and A Nice Pair, and this is the double album of the first 2 albums. I remember him getting this, so he never actually bought the 2 albums themselves since he had that. Deep Purple and Machine Head, with Smoke on the Water and Highway Star. This one here is Huey and the Lewis 4. I can't believe he bought this. It may actually be my sister-in-law Andrea's, but this is the one with The Power of Love on it and the dreadful Stuck With You, shocking song. Roy Orbison, Mystery Girl, have this myself, with You Got It and She's a Mystery to Me. Blondie, the 12-inch of Heart of Glass. I remember him getting that as well. This is not coloured vinyl, I don't think. Or is it? No, but it's a nice custom label of Debbie Harry. So that is about 46 years old. It's hard to believe. Lionel Richie and Can't Slow Down, and this is definitely my sister-in-law's. And this is the one with Penny Lover, Stuck on You All Night Long, Running with the Night, and the huge hit Hello. This one here is Deacon Blue and When the World Knows Your Name, and this is the one with Wages Day and Real Gone Kid. This is definitely Andrea's. Garth would never be seen dead with that. Roy Orbison, Golden Days, absolutely fantastic 20-track compilation that came out in the early 80s, I believe. The Rock and Roll Years, and this is a comp with various rock and roll tracks. So you have Great Balls of Fire, At the Hop, Gonna Rock Around the Clock, Rock Island Line by Lonnie Donegan, Singing the Blues, Ain't That a Shame, Fats Domino, Tutti Frutti, Diana, Paul Anka. So a pretty good comp. Mid-80s, I think. U2 and Boy, the first album. Yeah, it's a good album. I Will Follow and Out of Control are my favourite tracks off this. This one here is The Greatest Love, a double compilation of love songs. That must be Andrea's. And you get Hello, Lionel Richie, Love and Affection, Joan Armatrading, Holding Back the Years, Simply Red, Power of Love, Jennifer Rush, The Lady in Red, Christopher. So this must be the late 80s. The Most of the Animals on Music for Pleasure, which everybody's got. I've never actually seen this album on any other label but Music for Pleasure. I'm not even too sure if it was on any other label. Full Spectre, Greatest Hits, have this one myself. You get the Christmas one free. Sid Barrett, The Madcap Laughs. so it looks like a double album. Was that the first two albums? I'm not too sure. But yeah, he's a Floyd fan, so we got this as well. Slatest by Slade, absolutely brilliant compilation with Come On Feel the Noise, Squeeze Me, Please Me, Goodbye to Jane, Take Me Back Home, Mama We're All Crazy Now, absolutely brilliant. And oh, the booklet's still there, so well done, Garth. None of these have been looked at since probably 1989, 1990. Bruce Springsteen's Greeting from Ashbury Park, New Jersey. I remember when he bought that because he was buying that. He was into Springsteen from around the time of The River, but he didn't buy many of the albums. When Born in the USA became a big hit, he obviously bought it as well, but he went back and bought the first two albums, and he always thought, I bet you they think I don't know Bruce Springsteen, but I've been a fan for ages. But Rolling Stones, Beggar's Banquet, and this mono or stereo, it's probably stereo. This is probably early 80s. It's blue, it's stereo. Led Zeppelin 2, never realised he had this. It might actually be Andrea's, but I doubt it. The fourth Led Zeppelin album, I remember him having this. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. I think this is on the Sunrise label. Yeah, the CBS Sunrise. What I've got is the CBS Red, which is an 80s pressing. Slade Alive, their first hit album, double album. Slade again with Old New Borrowed in Blue, absolute cracking album. I remember, I think he got this for Christmas in 1984. Definitely a Christmas present. We've got that many left here. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder, the live album from the late 80s. Steve Hackett, and this one is Spectral Mornings, £4.99. I think this is the Charisma label, yeah. Yes, the Charisma with the small hatter, which was the late 70s. So this would have been about 79 or so, I think. What's this one? Elvis Presley, Elvis 50th Anniversary. This is a double album of his Sun recordings. The Best of the Doors. Spotlight on Chuck Berry. I have a couple of these Spotlight albums myself. Priscilla Clark, I think, is one. I think Joan Baez is the other. But they're actually good double albums of all those big hits. Genesis, and then there were three from 1978. U2 War. I remember getting this for buying this for his birthday present in 1983, which means he would have been 21. I don't have any money, so I got it extremely cheap actually from the guy that worked behind the counter. Another 12-inch single, and the Rolling Stones, Miss You and Faraway Eyes. I think this is pink vinyl. Yeah. Let me see. Phil Collins, Face Value from 1981. Very common album. This is a compilation, Rock and Roll Greats, Original Hits. I always thought this was my dad's, but I think it's actually Garth's. So you get Glad All Over by the Dave Clark 5, which is a bit 60s actually. Rock Around the Clock Again, Bebop, Balula, Gene Vincent, Long Tall Sally, Little Richard, Bobby Day, Rockin' Robin. not a very good album here, and that is No Jacket Required by Phil Collins. I do love One More Night though. This must be Andrea's, because I honestly cannot have seen. Garth never bought this. I had it. I still have it. Sound Effects by The Jam. I wonder if it's the the boring label. It is the boring label. So I can't see Andrea buying The Jam either. So honestly, I don't know where that one came from. We have another Steve Hackett one here. Defector. I think this is from 1980. The Best of the Faces, and this is a double album on the River label, which is a really cool label. Luckily it comes out the sleeve because it's been there for not too bad, but this is a very, very good album, so it is. And lastly for today, and I think this is Andrea's, The Sound of Bread. So that's the first case of my brother's records. The next one I'm just going to lift it at random, so it could be all Beatles, I just don't know, but that one was quite buried. Okay, that's me for now. All the best. Bye bye.